What's up, y'all? My potential new audience is Blair E. Garner, aka Networker 149, also known as Fame to a lot of people that know me. So today, I'm introducing myself to the world, to my potential subscribers, to my potential likers, to my potential commenters about my podcast by the same name as my book, The Art of Networking Simplified, by Blair E. Garner. I have a podcast the same name, The Art of Networking. The Art of Networking podcast is going to be very interesting to a lot of people. Nobody is guaranteed to love it, but some people want to love it, some people not going to like it. That's just how life goes. But I want to have interesting people, interesting guests, interesting topics, and things that people care about. And if you don't care about it, at least you'll say, wow, that was something I didn't consider. So why a podcast? Who am I? So, as I said, my name is Blair. I'm a formerly incarcerated man, entrepreneur, father, husband, brother, son, grandfather, friend, and a few other things. So now author, I forgot about that. So why a podcast? Because I've done some interviews and people keep saying, why won't you talk? Why wouldn't we hear your story? And I was like, well, my story wouldn't make up a podcast. My story would just make up a few minutes of somebody else's episode of podcast. But why me doing a podcast is going to be something that I was thinking about was because my network, I know a lot of people, I meet people every single day. That's my life. I network to survive. So I was saying I can go around the country, around the world, meeting people, talking to people, and telling their story. And that way you would understand me more, who I am as a person. Because I'm the person that, well, I don't need to be in the front of the room, but I like to be in the room. I don't need to be in the front of the room. And then he asks me, well, who was that person? And I'll give you that person's story and tell you how interesting that person is. Because we all have networks. It's just, we have to decide what we want to do with our network. So also, I'm an entrepreneur. I came home from prison in 2023. I started Garner Legacy Consulting, where I was doing business and legal consulting. I still do that. I also started GLC Auto Sales and Leasings, where I'm a vehicle purchasing agent, where I can get you any kind of vehicle from $1,000 OD all the way up to a $700,000 vehicle. It's up to you. Tesla, it's questionable, but I can still make these things happen. But my biggest love is First Stop Reentry. Why First Stop Reentry? Because First Stop Reentry provides care packages for formerly incarcerated people. I'm contacted by a family member, a friend, or just through our network, and they say, such and such is coming home in 2 weeks. So here goes the date. All right, here goes my contact information. Call me. All right, what size sneakers do they wear? What size underclothes? What size t-shirts? I get the regular standard cosmetics, toiletries, shaving equipment, depending on, it's all individualized what the person needs, but I do the basic. If it's wintertime, I'll make sure they got a coat and a hat, some gloves, and maybe some boots, depending on, what the budget is, because everything about First Stop Reentry for the past 2 years has been self-funded by me. I've got minimal donations from friends and a couple of family members, but you can't force somebody to believe in the things you believe in. So I accepted that, and I just work harder to provide what I can provide. And I'm hoping that the next couple of months, I'll be getting the right funding through grants, senators, assembly men and women, and other agencies to help me do more work. And that includes the packages, the training, the referrals, because I'm able to, in a position to help people get housing vouchers, employment, education, training, etc. But we need to keep our network broad, and that's why, my name, Networker 149, the Art of Networking, is all about utilizing the people that we meet and talk to every day. They utilize us all the time, and now we need to turn back around and say, listen, I have a client, and they're looking for employment. It was their resume. I'm a referral. Let's see what we can find for them. Right now, I work for everybody to help clean these bus stops out with the snow removal all over the state right now. So that's the job that's available to everybody. And what else? I have a lot of interesting guests coming up. Hopefully more people will be reaching out that are interested, not just because I know you, not just because you know me, or you think you're interested. Okay, what's your story? So you own a business, okay, but why is that one particular business important? What do you do? Well, I'm a nurse. Okay, why do you want to be on the Art of Networking podcast? Because I have a story. Okay, what's your story? And if the person has an interesting story, they will consider putting them on because I want people to be engaged in what I'm doing and what we're doing because this is going to be a community show. Yes, it's my show, but I would love to hear your advice, suggestions on how we can make the show better every week. I just know that I want to be better. Critique is good. Criticism for the sake of criticism, to tear somebody down, this is what the society is today, but it's not good. I want our show to be positive. I want it to have positive vibes. I want it to have positive stories. I want you to laugh, maybe cry if you're extra happy, maybe a sad story every now and then, but for the most part, it's going to be uplifting stories because myself, people that know me, I'm a king maker, I'm a queen maker. I have no problem lifting somebody else up because I know, my trajectory. It's just a matter of time and circumstance. But for right now, I wanted to introduce myself to you so you say, you know what, this person seems interesting. Let me see what they have to say. Right now, what I have on, the Art of Networking 600 on YouTube. Mike Cruz, Unadulterated. Shout out to Mike Cruz, Unadulterated Podcast, Unadulterated on Instagram. Good friend of mine, he does good work. Acting, modeling, stuntman. He does all kinds of other things. Motorcycles, cars, whatever. He interviewed me. That interview is in the universe right now on Mike Cruz Unadulterated on YouTube. So moving forward, we'll be officially launching tomorrow, February 1st. That's when you first see the rest of this video released. And then after that, every week we'll announce it 3 days before. Most likely it's going to be released on Sunday midday, but I'll keep you posted on how that goes, how it changes, because maybe you never know, we might do a live for the Grammys one day, we might do a live from wherever, but the point is that the Art of Networking, the book is here, Blair E. Garner, all platforms, Amazon, 10 other locations. Get the book, because when you get the book, then we'll be able to talk about the book, negotiate with care, asking questions, very important. There's a lot of facts in here, a lot of information in here that will help you framing your follow-up. That's what I'm doing right now, framing my follow-up from the 600,000 views we've gotten over the past 2 weeks. I'm framing that follow-up with some quality material when I launch the Art of Networking podcast. So stay tuned. We're going to have fun.